So that means we're ready?
Let's do it.
That means we're ready to go?
We're ready.
Great countdown. Well done. One of the best yet.
Now, Behind the Law with Justin Clark and Allie Mack on ESPN 580 Orlando.
And welcome to the program. It's another edition of Behind the Law right here on ESPN 580 Orlando. Thank you for joining us every single weeknight for our favorite radio show on our favorite sports radio station. If you have any questions, 321-282-1055. You can also watch the show at Behind the Law Radio on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any social media platform. My name is Justin Clark. We'll spend the next hour talking about sports, law, lifestyle, whatever you would like to speak about. Also, watch the TV shows this weekend and every weekend. Saturday, 12:30, CBS. It is You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. And then Sunday, 10 a.m. on TV 27, it is this show, Behind the Law, but it's Behind the Law on television. Much like other days, I find myself being the only dude in the room. Hello, OG Brianna. How's it going?
Awesome.
And new Brianna is here as well. Hi, new Brianna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. So how long are you sticking with us, OG? Do we know when you're leaving the show, or how long are you going to keep staying here with us?
You had me till at least June 1st.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I love having you both here. I just don't like having Brianna and Brianna. I mean,
true.
and maybe I should create better nicknames other than OG and New. I don't know. I just can't think of any other nicknames for you guys to keep you separate.
It's kind of weird. I would love to say you can call me by my middle name, but it's
What is your middle name?
Luna. It's Lunaria. So you can call me Luna. But
So whoa, time out. So it's not Luna, it's Lunaria.
say that really fast.
Lunaria. What's your middle name, or you don't want to discuss it on the air?
No, it's Giselle.
Giselle. So I'll call you Giselle, and I'll call you. I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Is it?
I don't know. It'll take me a while to really get used to it, probably,
would.
but it's not the worst idea I've ever. Do you know what my middle name is?
Starts with an L. Not Randall. Hang on.
Randall.
No, it is Randall.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Starts with an L. Randall, which doesn't start with an L. Oh, no, that's not it. No, that was exactly it.
With an R. My bad.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to do the news. We'll also play Stump the Clarkie in the second half hour and an awesome interview throughout the show with the founder of Neon Cowboys, Asia Hall. So stick with us. It's going to be a great hour here on Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. But, it's time to do some news. And I know it was probably a slow news weekend because it was Mother's Day and everyone was, at home or at their favorite brunch location. OG Brianna, was it brunch or home for you?
Both.
I don't understand.
I went to church because it's Sunday,
Yeah,
and I only went once.
that's shocking.
I knew that was like your next question.
Yeah.
Then I went and had a brunch
Where?
at Kiki's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice, cute little spot. So yeah, I did that. They gave me like my Mother's Day gifts, and it's my first like official Mother's Day. So I have, I wasn't really looking forward to a lot, but they kind of wowed me a little bit.
Sweet.
And then I went home and took a 4-hour nap. So
That's not too bad.
Nah.
New Brianna, what did you do with the family yesterday?
I made brunch for my mother.
You cooked it?
I did.
Nice. What was on the menu?
I made eggs, potatoes, pancakes.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty
Easy.
good.
And then we went out to dinner last night.
You know what I did? And look, this is my first ever time, and I did it twice this week. And I ordered, because we talked about on the show the other day, the 7-Eleven delivery app now. I ordered twice, Friday and yesterday.
yeah. Wait, what did you order? Was it food or was it the adult beverages?
It was both. So Sunday it was a bottle of wine and candy for Sophia. Friday it was a beer because I had a couple of people were coming over, and I don't really keep booze in my house, so I'm not allowed to.
Oh, I was like,
So I ordered it twice. It came in like 10 minutes. It was really quite shocking.
wow.
So yesterday I made a surf and turf because we
Okay.
don't really go out to this brunch thing on these Easter, Mother's Day, all these holidays. We try to stay home because it can become a pain. You know what I mean? It really can.
Yeah.
So I made surf and turf. It was pretty good. It was crab legs, steak, scallops.
You love your crab legs.
It was all pretty good. It's pretty good.
Legitimately, yeah. And it was kind of rough, like eating out because we had a 45-minute wait at Kiki's.
At
Which
Kiki's?
At Kiki's.
Eesh.
Like, let's be honest. What?
Yeah, I
Kiki's.
mean,
Wow.
This is the Citrus Club, guys.
I had reservations, so I didn't have a long wait time.
where did you go?
Fish bones.
Oh
for
yeah.
dinner.
Right next to my house, right next to your house, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's right.
And you didn't have to
Mary.
wait. How was the food? Because I'm telling you, it's a little hit or miss there.
No, the food is. I love fish bones. Food is good.
I shouldn't say anything. Sometimes I forget we're on the radio. Not
yeah,
just
I'm like,
talking.
whoa, we're not
Right.
just talking.
They have a beautiful torch outside, though. They do. It's a great restaurant, great room, great outdoor area. I'm just telling. Anyway, I shouldn't talk about this. It's Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. Justin Clark here with you. Brianna's here. What's going on in the news?
What is going on in the news? So, sports news, Kawhi Leonard is making headlines today because of that amazing shot.
Did you
last
watch
night.
that?
I did.
That was
ridiculous. I was not expecting for that shot to go in at all.
I mean, I had stopped watching after it bounced off the rim the first time, getting myself prepared for overtime. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it hit the
me
rim
too.
at least. It literally hit the rim 5 times.
yeah, and then just went in magically. That was a lucky shot.
That was crazy, is what it was. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, me either. And then, so what's going on in Florida? This weather is ridiculous.
What do you mean?
The sighting of hail has been reported in Marion County. It's not even
Today.
hurricane season yet.
That was today.
Yeah.
This is the weather.
Hail is great if you want a new car. You know what I mean? Because if you get a really terrible hailstorm, that means you get a new car, I think. Isn't it?
Is that true?
Well, because the insurance adjuster is going to come and you're going to be like, look, man, it's totaled. I need a new car. That's,
maybe.
that's how I see it.
That's how you see it? I don't know if that's how it really is.
I don't know. What else?
So Amazon, so they're
Hey,
trying.
let me ask you a question about weather in Florida, though, because I saw something on this today. I am not a leave an umbrella in my car kind of dude, but I really should be. Do you have an umbrella in your car at all times?
I do.
Yeah? And Brianna, OG?
Yeah.
Okay. I never do. I'm just like, look, where am I? It's not like I'm going to have to run to the train station. Everywhere I go, it's not too far of a walk. I get a little bit wet. That's a bad plan?
Horrible plan.
Okay, and then so when you are using the umbrella and you run, you do the mad dash to your car through the rainstorm, what do you do with the umbrella when you get back soaked? You just throw it in the floorboard, or what do you do with it?
Oh, I have a bag for my umbrella.
So not only do you have to worry about carrying an umbrella, you have to worry about carrying an umbrella in its bag?
It's in the bag. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? It comes with a bag?
Yeah. And then when you get out of the car and it's like wet, you take that
Oh.
and you just put it in that little bag and then it's going to dry eventually and that's it. Use it again.
Yeah, I'm not an umbrella guy.
I can tell. I'm sorry.
What else is going on?
So Amazon, so they're trying to reduce their prime shipping date down to 1 day instead of 2. So they're offering their employees a program where they can quit their job and start their own delivery business.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the drones? I thought they were going to start delivering all my batteries and things via drone. Has that not happened yet?
You know, I feel like it hasn't happened yet because I keep getting shut down. Shut down.
What did you say? This is terrestrial radio. This is not.
No, it literally is.
This is not a podcast or
not allowed-
satellite. You said shut down.
Shut down.
Oh,
Shut
okay, good.
Sorry, I got my braces in today, so I'm slurring my words a little bit.
So anyway, drones or no drones? I used to hear them threatening they were going to deliver everything via drone.
I think the drones are going to come when Uber finally does the flying cars, which they're also working on as well.
Okay.
They got to figure this out, okay? You can't just put things in the air and expect people to be okay with it.
You would think we could have flying cars by now, because when I was a kid, the Jetsons already had flying cars. Did you ever watch the Jetsons when you were a child?
Yep.
They were flying cars way back when.
But they're cartoons.
Oh.
The talking alien is a hint there.
What else is going on in the news?
So the Dow plunged more than 700 points today
Uh-oh.
after China said that they will raise tariffs.
Yeah,
But
look.
I think that's ridiculous. It's going to affect both countries, so I think they ultimately need to make a deal.
I mean, I understand that this is our whole platform. We have this terrible deficit when it comes to trade with China. I get it, but whew, I don't know if you want to pick a fight with the New York Yankees either. So it's a tough call. But apparently Trump knows what he's doing. I guess. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So whatever.
Hopefully.
I wish you well, President Trump, but I don't know. We're picking a fight with a pretty big boy over there now.
Yeah, this is true.
Anything else in the news today?
Well, breaking news, Felicity Huffman pleaded guilty today in
Yeah.
regards to her college admission scandal.
I think they're recommending 4 months in the slammer for
4 to
Felicity.
10. 4 to 10 months.
Do you
So-
think she's gonna see the inside of a jail? Though?
No, she might get probation.
I don't
probably.
know.
Let's
Yeah,
be
I'm not
honest.
sure.
Let's-
I mean,
come on.
she pleaded guilty very, very quickly
She
on this.
did,
I mean,
yeah.
it was like, okay, we were charged today, and they pleaded guilty the next day, it seems. But now, who's that other actress who was fighting it, and now they're threatening to put her in jail for a long, long time?
Lori Loughlin,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there
the
you
Full
go.
House actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awkward.
So we'll see how that goes. It's Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. Stick around. We're going to talk to Asia Hall with Neon Cowboys right on the other side of this very short break. Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando.
Drag it back down to normal. Yeah, drag it back down to normal. Sorry, I was gonna say fade it over, so like to fix the live view of it.
So is that good?
I mean, it is now, but we're not doing news anymore. Go to talk though, and then
Drag this? No.
drag it up, or like make it bigger and drag it up, because the banners are cutting off my face.
Oh, she did that on purpose.
I'm sure she did.
Probably did. That's good.
What is she going to do? Cut her own face off? Okay. Are you guys ready? Yep. All right, Asia, you ready?
I think so.
Now it's all about you.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right.
All right, remember, eat the mic as close as possible.
Can I hear breathing?
Nah.
Now back to Behind the Law with Justin Clark, right here on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Welcome back to the show. It is Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando, 321-282-1055. You've got Justin Clark, you have new Brianna, and at the end of the desk, OG Brianna. Ladies, how are you?
Fantastic.
good.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Ready for a full week of shows this week. I know we got Sheriff Lima on tomorrow. Who else is coming on this
Right.
week?
Yeah, we have Sheriff Lima. We have Wendy Roundtree. She's going to talk about PR.
Okay.
So that's going to be really exciting. Talk about how to avoid
Lo-
PR nightmares.
Lori Loughlin could use a little bit of that right now. Huh? Or Felicity Huffman as well.
Have her weigh in on that.
But today, spending the rest of the show here with us is a very, very special guest. She's also the founder of Neon Cowboys. Her name is Asia Hall. Asia, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Justin?
Neon Cowboys. Obviously, this is a club downtown, right?
Well,
Not exactly.
Not
But
exactly.
that's the first thing that came to my head
Yeah.
when I thought of Neon Cowboys. But then I was looking into what you're doing. It's fantastic. Tell us a little bit about Neon Cowboys.
yeah. So Neon Cowboys, we are a wearable tech brand, technically, but we basically do light up Americana party products.
So what does that mean exactly? What? Help me understand what that is. For someone like me who barely knows how to shop at a Walmart.
Okay. Yeah, fair. Yeah, so basically we just sell light up apparel and
Right.
accessories and kind of just like for people that like to go partying or want to go to a festival or concert.
So one day you were sitting at home or wherever you were, and you decided to create this new business. How in the world did you come up with this, and what's your background?
Yeah, I used to go to Stagecoach, which is the third weekend of Coachella. So I actually used to attend the country festivals and concerts. And then my father is actually a couture designer. So I grew up more in high-end fashion, and then I got a computer science degree in college.
Gotcha. And then, so how did you really start this business? I mean, what did you have some seed money? How did it really all happen?
Yeah, it was. I really wanted it to happen, and kind of just started like figuring out what are the next steps to make this product exist. So I talked to a bunch of milliners and also just, I hear the difference. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm not close to the mic enough.
Perfect.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, but I talked to a bunch of milliners and kind of just asked, how do we make a transparent cowboy hat? I knew I wanted to align it with neon wire already, kind of seen the tech in terms of other dance shows or what have you. And then just kind of went down the rabbit hole and trying to figure out the next step.
Got it. I know you brought some stuff here with you. Let me see what you brought, so maybe I can better understand exactly what you're selling over at Neon Cowboys. It's Asia Hall. She is the founder of Neon Cowboys, and she joins us today. And by the way, go right now to @Behind the Law Radio on Facebook, and you're going to be able to see some of the products that they're selling over at Neon Cowboys and try to help me understand what's really going on. All right, so now I'm holding a blue hat in my hand. It's like a cowboy hat type of thing, right?
Yeah, we might have to turn off the lights for
Oh,
you to
yeah?
see the full effect, though.
All right, so what? So what do? You just wear this and you turn it on. Essentially, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And so
Is it on now? It's not on now.
So if you press the button, it should have a red dot that indicates that it's on, but it might be too hard to see with the stage lights. Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, so now it's on. Mm-hmm. Let's turn some lights out.
You want to? All right, let's do
the
that.
world?
Where do I turn it on here? I'm sorry.
So on the inside of the battery pack,
Yeah.
that little dot right there, you
Here?
click it. Mm-hmm. There you
Ah,
go.
whoa!
That's
You
nice.
see what I got? Yeah, you guys got to go check us out at Behind the Wall Radio right now. What the?
Wow.
This is
It's
amazing.
pretty fun.
I really, really like this stuff. So something like this hat. You don't have to tell me exactly, but what's sort of my normal investment in something like this? Like how much does it cost?
Yeah. So we retail these at $80.
Okay.
And that's because they're AA battery, so they're replaceable, so you can use it over and over
Yeah.
again. And usually people buy it for like their costume closet, that kind of thing.
So I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna go buy this if I'm going to what? To any kind of festival, a certain kind of festival. Where would I wear this?
People wear it for concerts. So, we've had people wear it to rock concerts, country concerts, hip hop as well. It's kind of just it's really just a party hat and something
Yeah.
that kind of identifies with Americana culture.
How do you do marketing? I mean, how would I know to really find out about Neon Cowboys? What's your real marketing routine?
We're basically mostly on Instagram. We also have a Facebook page, but Instagram's really where we built
Right.
the brand and found the audience.
Gotcha. And did you have any marketing background before you started doing this? Because, I mean, I have to imagine going from, first of all, you're not very old. You're fairly young, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so it's impressive what you've created at such a young age, but then to have to figure out manufacturing, marketing, everything all at once, how in the world did you do that?
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. It is really, really difficult. This is actually my second business. So
Okay.
my brother and I used to have a clothing line when I was in college and he was in high school.
Oh, wow.
And so that was kind of our challenge to start, your career and your passion young. So this is my second, and so I've kind of learned a little bit more about manufacturing on the first round, but this has been a totally different situation in terms of learning plastic and injection molding and all that other stuff.
It's Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando, talking to the founder of Neon Cowboys, Asia Hall. If you have any questions, 321-282-1055. So if I want to check out Neon Cowboys, what's the website? What's the Instagram? How do I find out more information?
Absolutely. So we're completely online. So www.neoncowboys.com, and then our Instagram is the same, just at Neon Cowboys.
Now, do you have staff that helps you, or is this all you?
Yeah, we've got a really small team. So, we're kind of building out the different channels as we go. Right now, we're just vetting a fulfillment center because we're trying to keep up with the demand of orders.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I order a hat right now, how long before I get it typically?
We are pretty good about doing within the week.
Oh, that's
We're
good.
trying to get it down to 2 to 3 days for everybody in the U.S. So I think that'll be, by the end of this month, we'll kind of have that locked down a little bit more.
So it seems like to me certainly 10 years ago, if you were an online store or shipping anything in general, it was pretty simple. You would go to, get an account with UPS or FedEx or whatever, and you ship out the stuff, right? Now there seems to be so many different ways to ship, and people want it kind of right away. I mean, as an online retailer, how do you deal with shipping?
It's really difficult. I think it's funny because, the consumers definitely are more used to the Amazon model, which is 2 days,
Right.
which is interesting that, you guys brought up that they're changing it to 1. It's pretty frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of process that goes into making sure that, that the person gets it on time, that it's shipped through the right courier, that it's the right rate, that, we have international orders too. So that's a whole different challenge depending on like customs and them. Everybody needs the hat for an event. So that's kind of where shipping really becomes a pain point, is that if they feel like they didn't get it in time, then, we try to accommodate for that. But also we try to also make sure that they get it on time. But usually it's a last minute kind of
Right.
like, I need this for this party or else it's not going to be perfect.
It seems like there are a lot of small business owners out there, online retailers who also sell through other channels, whether it's Amazon or other places. It seems like you only sell directly. Is that right?
We were on Amazon for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We just recently kind of just consolidated a little bit more, so now we're just on our website. But we also sell in Boot Barn and a couple other e-commerce stores like Dolls Kill.
Okay. And how does that work? Let's say Amazon. Let's say that you're going back to selling on Amazon. Do they take a certain percentage of what you're selling it for? Or how do they get paid?
Yeah, they have their rate and their referral fee.
Well, is it pretty steep?
Well, it is for us just because our price point is high retail.
Yeah.
If you're selling, cheaper things, it's a smaller chunk.
So let's say that you're selling that for $90. The hat that's right in front of us, the hat that lights up, pretty cool hat, by the way.
Thank you.
How much of that goes to Amazon, would you say?
In between 15 and 20.
Yeah? So
Yeah,
that's pretty
and then
steep.
shipping's 7 to 10.
But then I guess the other side of it is they're doing all the advertising for you? Or, I mean, how do people find it? Then if someone goes to Amazon and is looking for a hat, a party hat, would you just pop up or what? How does that work?
I mean, if they're looking for a neon cowboy hat, then we pop up, absolutely. If they're looking for a party hat, you kind of have to dig a couple pages, which most people don't do.
Right.
We're very fortunate where when people buy the product, they're either buying it for a concert or a festival or a selfie. And so by that nature, we're kind of more of a viral product. So we don't really have to rely too much on other platforms, but, the help is always nice.
Ever thought about starting up your own online retailer? Let's figure out how that really works from the ground up, and we'll also play Stump the Clarky. All right on the other side of this very quick break. Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando.
That's really cool.
And we also have a dress to show off.
And it has like different
Oh, yeah.
settings. Like,
Yeah.
it lights up faster and it
Oh, really?
blinks.
It blinked.
Like a personal rave.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like, my God.
That's exactly what it is.
This is who BBC move over. Like this is it. Like this is a thing.
So you travel around to a lot of these festivals and
Oh, man.
sell it there, or you try
Yeah.
to get the word out there, or what?
I did a festival tour by myself. Went to like 6 different states, and then I just did Stagecoach 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So that I am hoping is my last one.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a lot of work.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's good for brand awareness and for people to see the product in person because online only does so much.
So your dad was in the clothing business.
He used to be the head designer for Halston, and he still has his own business.
Did you grow up here?
Nope, LA.
How'd you end up here?
My boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
LA's fine. How about Orlando?
We're EA transplants.
Okay. I met plenty of people like him.
Yeah, that'll do it. So, yeah, we both used to work at EA. It was my first job out of college.
Oh, okay. Both of you. Okay. You guys ready to play again?
Now back to Behind the Law with Justin Clark, right here on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Welcome back to the show. It is Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. Justin Clark here with you as we are every single weeknight at 8 o'clock p.m. on our favorite sports radio station, 321-282-1055. You can also watch the program. Follow at Behind the Law Radio on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any social media platform. You can watch the show right there. 2 TV shows this weekend and every weekend for your viewing pleasure. You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark, Saturday, 12:30 p.m. on CBS, locally Channel 6. And also it's this show, but Behind the Law on television, 10 a.m. every Sunday morning on TV. 27 to my right, it is New Brianna. Hello, New Brianna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
And down the studio desk from her just a little bit, at the yellow microphone, is OG Brianna. Hello, OG.
Hello, Justin.
So you considered this past Mother's Day your first sort of technical Mother's Day because you're now married, right?
That's right.
I picked up on that.
You did.
That's pretty cool how you can go right into being a parent when they're already like almost 18. You got to skip a lot of that diapers and things, huh?
Yeah.
Was that your plan?
No,
Oh.
my plan was definitely not to to not be a part of her life for the first 12 years. But you know, I came in just in time for good old adolescence.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Everyone warns me. I have a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old daughter, as you probably know.
Yeah.
And, my 6-year-old Sophia is obviously my first love, of course, but the 1-year-old, loves me for some reason, like Sophia never did. I mean, the kid just runs up to me, screams for me. It's crazy. It is absurd. She won't even let me leave the house in the morning unless she gets to walk me to the car. And this is a 1-year-old.
That's so sweet.
And she, grabbed my leg and things. It's really crazy. I don't know what I've done to make this one like me, but...
You just showed up.
We'll take it, I guess. Joined today by the founder of Neon Cowboys, Asia Hall. Hello, Asia. How are you?
I'm doing great.
So one more time, Neon Cowboys. If I'm looking for what, I'm going to go to your website.
If you're looking for party products to make your experiences better, then you can come find us.
Got it. And so we have the hats, which I know we're displaying here. You also have a dress to show us. Show me
I
this
do.
dress, can you?
Yeah,
I'm
let me
excited
grab
to see
that.
this. I don't wear a lot of dresses anymore, but
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking maybe other people in the room might.
Yeah, so this
Anyway.
dress definitely lights up.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I need one
amazing.
of these. And it has tassels.
Yes, it's
wow.
got some fringe. So
Yes, yes.
it's just like one of those dresses. I mean, really, it's like what people will wear to like a birthday party. If
Yeah.
you're a birthday girl or a bachelorette is kind of what we sell them mostly for. But I mean, obviously, a festival dresses all in all are, flashy.
Beautiful. All right, one more time. How do I buy product from you? What website, Instagram?
www.neoncowboys.com, and our Instagram is also @neoncowboys.
Go check them out. Plenty more ahead with Asia Hall. But first, we're going to play a little game, Asia, and don't stress about it, okay?
Okay.
They like to see me lose. They're going to ask us 4 questions. It's called Stump the Clarkie, but it's very likely that they're going to have a category that you know quite a bit about because they really do like to see me lose, okay?
Okay.
So no need to stress. Are you ready to play?
Yep, let's do
Let's
it.
play this game.
All right, and now it's time for Stop the Clarkie. Come on, Clarkie. We need you to get over here. We got some great trivia questions we want you to answer. Come on, Clarkie. Get over here.
So I'm always a little concerned now because, just so you know, Asia, OG Brianna here used to be the producer of the show. So she used to choose the questions. Now she actually plays, and I feel like she could cheat a little bit, helping new Brianna come up with the questions for the show.
She comes up with her own questions.
No, I do it all by myself.
You're,
She's a big girl. She's
Yeah.
fine.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear? No, I'm just kidding.
She does.
So OG Brianna's not cheating at all, right?
No,
I have your
she's
word.
not. No.
All right, good deal. What's the category today?
So today's trivia is all about country music.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
do you, so the business is Neon Cowboys, but do you really know anything about country music?
Oh man, I mean, I used to go to Stagecoach a ton, but it actually reminds me of work now. So
Yeah. So you've mentioned Stagecoach a couple of times. That is like a post-Coachella country version, or
yeah,
what?
it's actually the third weekend at Coachella.
Oh.
So it's the same location, same I guess company that runs it, but they actually market it separately because it's just country music.
Are you more of a TMZ or Perez Hilton girl? You say.
Oh man,
How do I know these things? I don't know.
I don't even know. Maybe Perez Hilton.
Okay. Brianna?
Neither.
Yeah, right.
I mean, neither would be the right answer. I think I just was
All right,
trying
so
to pick
the
one.
the truth is, I look at TMZ probably once every other day.
Really?
I don't know why.
TMZ.
For
Yep.
sports news.
TMZ Sports? No, I go to regular old TMZ. I don't care. Make fun of me. Call me
I
and
will.
complain.
I will.
All right. All right, go ahead. Question number 1.
All right. Question 1. What year was country music originated in the U.S.?
I have no earthly idea.
Okay.
Hey, but do you know where? Do you know where? Do you have that part, or do you just have the
It
date?
was in Tennessee.
Yo, I was about to say Nashville.
Bristol, Tennessee.
Bristol. Woo.
I can guarantee you that because
Oh my God.
I went to high school in Bristol, Tennessee.
Okay.
But I have no
Yeah,
idea what
reservation
year.
down here.
No, absolutely no clue what year.
Oh.
And there's 5 questions, Justin,
Oh,
not
5
4.
questions. Whoa, you're getting crazy today.
Oh snap.
We might have to go
We
through the
might.
break on this
Justin
one.
talked through half the segment.
It's behind the wall with Justin Clark. I can talk whenever I want.
You can do whatever you want, Justin. It's your show.
All right, question number 2.
What percentage of country music fans listen to country music on the radio?
I don't know.
On the radio.
Okay.
I mean, we're guessing, right?
Yeah.
All right, question number 3. It's Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando, playing Stump the Clarkie Monday night. Go ahead.
Who is the top-selling country music artist of all time?
I just can't get that into country music for some reason. And I pretty much grew up in Tennessee, for Christ's sake, too. But it's just... All right, question number 4 out of 5 today. Stump the Clarky.
What percentage of Americans listen to country music?
Is country music failing now? Is it getting like worse or better?
You know, I've noticed a lot of like those collaborations with outside genres, and I think that's trying like why they're staying relevant.
Because I heard NASCAR is failing.
Is it?
And you remember NASCAR was like the bomb.com there for a while? Everyone was watching it. And
I feel like it still is, but
no,
it's
I
not.
think it's not doing well. That's what I heard.
Don't tell Daytona that.
All right, finally, question 5.
What percentage of the music market is country music?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
These questions aren't too bad, guys.
They're just statistical.
Asia Hall, founder of Neon Cowboys, joins us today for Something Clarky. Can you read question 1 more time? I think Asia didn't have her board handy as of yet.
And they read question 2 because maybe.
Oh, jeez.
All right,
man.
question 1. What year was country music originated in the U.S.?
In Bristol, Tennessee. Do I get extra points for that?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
All right, quickly, question 2.
I don't even know.
What percentage of country music fans listen to country music on the radio?
All right.
Okay. I think I'll raise that a little bit.
All right, you guys ready to score this game?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. What was question 1 for the 8th time?
What year was country music originated in the U.S.?
Asia Hall joins us today from Neon Cowboys. What did you have?
1890. I don't know.
1890. OG Brianna?
I said 1950.
1950. Yours truly went with 19 and 28. What is the right answer?
1920.
Ooh,
wow,
sorry
Justin.
about
I said
that.
1910, but I was like,
I really am from Tennessee after all, huh?
I guess.
I've been lying about this whole I hate country music thing.
Right.
Not really. All right, question 2.
What percentage of country music fans listen to country music on the radio?
OG?
I said 20%.
I went with 72%. Asia Hall?
60.
60%. What's the right answer?
70%.
Look at
Justin
you.
again.
Wow.
Oh, that's 2 for JC and OG Brianna and Asia Hall trying to get on the board. No big deal. Question number 3.
Who is the top-selling country music artist of all time?
I went with good old Garth Brooks. Asia Hall, what do you have?
That's a good one. I did Tim McGraw.
Okay, Tim McGraw, what do you have, Brianna?
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. What is the right answer?
Garth Brooks
Well,
is correct.
Brooks.
Well done. Well done.
Give that one to Justin. That one to Brianna. All right, 3-1-0. 2 questions to go. Question 4.
What percentage of Americans listen to country music?
Asia Hall, back to you.
80.
80%. OG Brianna.
20.
Justin Clark says 60%. What's the right answer?
42%.
42%.
Wow.
That would go to... Who gets that right?
You.
Oh, my gosh.
I think he knew that.
I'm starting to feel guilty.
Are you?
Not
At
really.
all?
All right. Finally, one more question today on Stump the Clarky. Question 5.
What percentage of the music market is country music?
OG?
18.
18%. I went with 28%. Asia
Wow, I
Hall.
went high. I went 70.
What is the right answer?
12%.
12%.
Wow. Worst test I've ever done.
That was me. No, what did you have?
I had 18.
And what was the right answer?
It was 12.
12.
Oh, you win. Okay, never mind. You can have that one. That's fine.
You're just points hungry, Justin.
I
Give me
don't.
my points.
One more segment ahead with Asia Hall, the founder of Neon Cowboys. Stick around. You want to start your own online business? We'll tell you how to do so. Right on the other side of this very quick break. It's Behind the Law. ESPN.
Okay, folks, thank you so much for being with us. Clarky, let's get out of here, buddy. My stomach thinks my throat's cut. I'm starving.
Guys, I got creamed on that.
Sorry about that.
It's like, oh god, this is a bad luck.
Perfect. All right. Anything you actually like want to talk about?
Yeah, what am I? I know we haven't really gotten even that deep into it. I want to really promote you and your business, so tell me what I'm missing.
Ooh. Let's see. We're coming out with the Rainbow Collection in 2 weeks, so that should be here at the end of the month. So that offers every single color of hats, which is a big hang up for us because we have a lot of people that are interested in licensing it, but usually don't have the color they want it in. And then we're working on, we're always working on R&Ding new products, but that's obviously a little longer down the road.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Now back to Behind the Law with Justin Clark, right here on ESPN 580 Orlando.
One final segment ahead of Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. Justin Clark, joined today by OG Brianna, new Brianna. Also have Asia Hall. She is the founder of a very fantastic company here in town called Neon Cowboys from Los Angeles. Now lives here in Orlando. So those of us who have lived in Orlando for a while, Asia, we complain about the traffic all the time. Compare it to the traffic in LA.
Oh yeah, it's not close.
No? No. Hey, so the typical, where do you live here? Give me a sort of a part of town.
Right here, Maitland.
You're close by.
Yeah.
So to get from Maitland to Dr. Phillips this time of day is probably going to take, 45 minutes or so. In Los Angeles, how long would the same drive take?
Probably an hour, but you feel like it's 45 versus 30, 15?
Maybe 30. Let's say 30. Okay. So it's like twice
like
as
twice.
long to get
Yeah.
to get places. And is it traffic-y kind of like all the time, you know what I mean, over in LA? We just don't know exactly how it works over there.
Yeah, I would say it is. It's gotten a lot worse just in terms of, people moving in, so it's just really congested. And a lot of times they drive in from outside of town, so.
Any plans to relocate back to Los Angeles at any time?
Nope, I don't think so. I think
good?
we're just, I was just there for Coachella, but I think just like visiting and doing work out there is probably what I'm going to do.
Gotcha. So you started a company. How long ago did you start Neon Cowboys?
It's like 4 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
With the biggest challenges of being an online retailer, I'm not trying to label you that, but I mean, you sell things online. So in some ways, you're an online retailer.
Yeah.
What are some of the biggest challenges of that?
For this specific product, it was definitely manufacturing and R&D. So, I originally thought I would just make the hat and it would be a one-time thing, but we went through about 7 different iterations just to get this product perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you know anything about manufacturing before, and how do you learn about it?
Yeah, I called a bunch of people and asked, I need it to be plastic. What does that look like? And they would say, you need to, I guess I would say transparent. They'd say you need it to be plastic, and then trying to go through the CAD of it all and work with, different molds and just kind of inquire a lot of questions. But it's definitely been really challenging.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Hey, let's say that I've been working for the same person for a while, but I have this great idea, and I really do think I could sell it to the masses on the internet or Amazon or whatever. What are some things that you would advise me to look out for before I start that business?
Definitely look for people that have already done it, probably, just to see if you're really the first to come to market with the idea. What I ended up doing for this one is I got a prototype or another product that was similar to it and then mocked up this version off of that. Okay. So I can at least hand it to someone and say, this is kind of what I'm thinking of.
What's the 5-year plan for Asia Hall? What are you going to be doing in 5 years when you come back on this show?
Yeah.
Not that you can't come back before then, but you're going to be here 5 years from now. What will you be doing?
Yeah. We're really selling a ton online. We want to expand to different products. We want to have things that are more interactive. So instead of just having something that turns on and off and blinks, it can actually be something that's like motion censored or location censored. We want to build more of the R&D on the technical side out. I also think that we're going to be working on, honestly, we're interested in VR and kind of playing with how do we do more interactive spaces.
Got it. Your father was in the fashion industry and still is in some ways. How did his background really help turn you on to this line of work?
He was the head designer for Halston, so he did a lot of the couture New York lifestyle that I was able to kind of grow up in a little bit. And then him and my mom still run the business, so they're still working with clientele on a daily basis and taking orders. And so I just grew up in entrepreneurship. And it almost seems like I wouldn't have not done it, if that makes sense.
Let's say that I'm kind of a regular dude, not a fashionista by any sort of stretch of the imagination, but we feel like we're doing okay fashion-wise. Then I'll have like a friend who I can tell reads all the magazines and things. And I see him, I'm like, damn, this guy really knows what he's doing fashion-wise, and he's crushing me. As guys, what can we do to become better dressers? Seriously.
I mean, I think so much of it is just confidence and wearing what you feel like you like. I mean, I don't think it's a thing of you need to look a certain way for other people. I think it's just more of an expression of who you are on the inside. I hate that I just said that out loud, but I think that's really true.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, and it speaks in your product because in order to wear something like the Shy Guy's not wearing this. This
Right.
is attention
Yeah.
grabbing right
Right,
here.
right.
And just every sense of the word. So no, I think it is all about confidence, and that exuding that in what you wear is spot on.
Yeah,
Spot
and I
on.
think too with the hats, like it's kind of like Disney where you wear a goofy hat or Mickey ears, and it lets you lose your inhibition and have
Right.
a little bit more fun. It's the same thing. It's like it kind of gives people a gateway to let loose.
If you ever find me at Disney World wearing Mickey hat, please put me in handcuffs or something.
I'm gonna let you let loose.
No,
Justin.
please don't do
That's
it.
his gateway to let loose.
It's behind the
You're
law.
right. Some people need it.
Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando, Justin Clark. You're talking to Asia Hall, the founder of Neon Cowboys. You had a business before Neon Cowboys when you were just in college. What was that?
It was called Once Youth. So it was kind of a concept on the idea that you should go after your dreams and your passion while you're still young. And so my brother and I did screen printing T-shirts, and we drew everything and then sold it through Instagram.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. So where did you get the knowledge, the intestinal fortitude, so to speak, to start your own business at 18 or 19 years old?
We had wanted to for a while, honestly, but my dad kind of held it back until our designs were a little better. And so one Christmas, he just gave us $1,000 to start, and we were like, all right, let's just at least do our first production run. And then it kind of took off from there.
Beautiful. And then at some point it morphed and this Neon Cowboys thing really started. But how did you really come up with this idea for Neon Cowboys? And do you remember where you were sitting when you came up with the idea?
Yeah, absolutely. I was at Stagecoach and kind of just really felt like they needed something that was more modern in terms of, I guess the outfits that most people wear, because usually it's Daisy Dukes and a crop top and a hat. And I was
I know. I saw that on
"You seen
TMZ.
it?" Yeah, it's the whole thing. And so for me as a college girl who didn't necessarily fit into a traditional country situation, I wanted something that kind of showed LA a little bit more. And then also hearing all the country songs and them, saying a line or two about finding the neon sign and having that be a symbol of like drinking and having a great time. I figured if you were to look at a neon sign with a cowboy hat in it, like a Bud Light or Coors Light sign, you should be able to wear that hat.
Oh, very cool. You have a new collection coming out, I believe, here soon. Tell me about that.
Yep. So we've got the Rainbow Collection coming out, which we're really excited about. It actually is going to include every single color of the rainbow. So Roy G. Biv, and we're also going to drop glitter, which most people don't know yet. And we're really thrilled about that. Yeah, it's really nice.
What just excited you, Brianna?
Can I pre-order
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
glitter hat?
You can.
A glitter
yeah.
hat?
Yeah. So the glitter is injected into the plastic. It's beautiful.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right, more information. If you want to see the future collection, where do we go?
Just neoncowboys.com. I guess /shop.
And now, is your brother still working with you at this company or not anymore?
Not with Neon Cowboys. We
Okay.
still have Once Youth open, but it's on hiatus until he graduates. And he's
gotcha.
actually doing his master's now. So we're just still waiting for him to graduate.
So everyone's sending me a message here saying, how in the world did she get from LA to Orlando and then became a fashion designer in Orlando? It's sort
Yeah.
of the opposite direction. How did that happen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I used to work at EA, so Electronic Arts, in the video game company out in LA. And then I met my boyfriend there, and we kind of, he got promoted to the one out here because it's the sports division.
Right.
So we're out here just doing dream jobs, basically. Yeah, we tell people we're like, our house is just video games and cowboy hats. So
And how have you enjoyed Orlando so far?
I love it here.
Do you really?
Yeah.
See, you would think someone from you would meet a lot of people here from LA and they'd be like, oh, I'm too good for Orlando. I'm an LA girl, whatever. It's just the opposite for you.
No, I think for me it's perfect. It's just it's slower pace, which is nice. The people are lovely. I think I like the weather. I don't know. I mean, the humidity, I think I love it. But also just that we can like go to the springs and still get work done is such
Yeah.
a nice balance.
So if you're not shopping at Neon Cowboys, where do you buy your clothes?
Online.
Yeah.
I've been preaching that retail is dying, but that's another conversation, I guess. I just buy it online. I've always loved the feeling of ordering something through a computer and having it arrive at your door. So for me, I there's nothing that beats that.
But you seem kind of fashion conscious, I would say. I mean, you look cool. You're dressed cool, right? Are there certain stores that you have the coolest stuff? I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah. I'm wearing all thrift. It's one of those things where it's just like, I do shop on ASOS, I guess, or Dolls Kill. Dolls Kill also carries our hats. But I mean, so much of it is like just making what I want to wear, I guess.
Asia Hall, founder of Neon Cowboys. Thanks for joining us today. One more time, how do I buy things on Neon Cowboys?
Yep, just go to neoncowboys.com, Neon Cowboys with an S, or check out our Instagram at Neon Cowboys.
Thank you very much. Come back anytime for OG Brianna and new Brianna. My name is Justin Clark, and I don't know much, but I do know one little thing.
What's that?
I'll see you right back here tomorrow night on ESPN 580 Orlando. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.